They came to Glasgow with a simple message.
What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
While delegates discussed the climate emergency, in the city's streets and parks they gathered to protest. Greta Thunberg, a star among the activists, with a rallying call for the weeks ahead.
This COP26 is so far just like the previous COPs, and that has led us nowhere. They have led us nowhere.
Inside COP, there are just politicians and people in power pretending to take our future seriously, pretending to take the present seriously of the people who are being affected already today by the climate crisis.
Protesters and activists have travelled here from around the world, and although they may be kept away from the world leaders, they are determined that over the next 2 weeks their voices will be heard. The strength of feeling felt across the world, and the trips to get to Glasgow long and sometimes hard. This group coming from Spain to be here.
Left Spain, we got the ferry from Bilbao to Portsmouth, and we left Portsmouth walking on the 2nd of October, and it's taken us 30 days to get here to Glasgow for the COP26.
So what we need now is a much more ambitious deal. The deals before were insufficient and they have not been complied with.
By boat, train, foot or by bike, thousands will descend on Scotland in the coming days.
A lot of us felt quite helpless about the climate crisis. We didn't know what to do. We felt this was a way of doing something that felt positive. And it wasn't just about waiting for world leaders here to make the decisions. It was also about talking to community groups along the way and highlighting things that people are already doing.
While the heads of state congregated at COP, some are still to be convinced their actions will meet their rhetoric.
We want real action. We want action to reduce greenhouse gas emissions now, and we need action on finance to help the poorest and most vulnerable countries in the world adapt to the climate crisis.
In a show of solidarity, Extinction Rebellion's so-called Red Rebels met with their Scottish counterparts to warn that the world is now at a code red when it comes to the climate. Behind the colour and the noise, there are serious messages. Not just climate justice, but human rights abuses being highlighted from countries and communities across the world too. In truth, the numbers that protested today were fewer than perhaps feared by police. But tens of thousands more are expected to join the activists ahead of big rallies on Friday and Saturday. Stephen Brown, STV News.